Hi, welcome to TS24x7. Now I am going to explain about some of JVM exceptions. The exceptions which are raised automatically by the JVM whenever a particular event occurs are called the JVM exceptions. Examples are arithmetic exceptions, null point exceptions, array index out of bound exceptions. Let us see one by one with example. Array index out of bounds exception. This exception is the child class of runtime exception. Runtime exception, and hence it is unchecked. Unchecked exception. And it is raised automatically by the JVM whenever we are trying to access array element with out of range index. Let us see an example here. Here I am taking int array of a equals to new int of 10 I am giving. 10 means in array it will take up to 9. Here I am assigning a value at 10th position. I am taking 6 and here I am printing print ln of a of 10. Run this program. We'll get array index out of bound exception. Now the second exception is null pointer exception. This is the child class of runtime exception and hence it is unchecked exception. This exception is raised automatically by the JVM whenever we are trying to perform any operation on null. Let us see an example here. I am taking string s equals to null. I am printing system dot out dot print ln of s dot length. S dot length. Now run this program. We'll get null pointer exception. And the next one is stack overflow exception. Overflow exception. This is the child class of runtime exception and hence it is unchecked exception. This exception raised automatically by the JVM whenever we are trying to perform recursive method call. Let us see an example for this. Here I am taking method public static void m1 method. Similarly, I am taking one more method public static void m2 method. Inside m1 I am trying to call m2 method and inside m2 I am trying to call m1 method. Inside main method I am calling m1 method. This became recursive. Now run this program. We'll get stack overflow exception here. Now the fourth exception is class cached exception. This is the child class of runtime exception and hence it is unchecked exception. And it is raised automatically by the JVM whenever we are trying to typecast parent object to the child type. Let us see an example here. Here I am taking string s equals to new string of TS24x7. Object O equals to object of S. Now print out.println of O. Here we'll get output as TS24x7. We can give like this. We are typecasting here the child class to the parent class. We can take in other way also. Here I am modifying this object O equals to. In this way also we can typecast, and here I am taking string s equals to string of O. String of O. Here I am typecasting the string object only, not the object class object. So here also we'll get the same string. We won't get any exception here. But we should not do like this. Here object, if you give like this, we'll get exception, class cast exception, because here we are typecasting the parent object to the child type, so we are getting class cast exception. Now the fifth one is exception in initializer error. Exception in initializer error. This is the child class of error, and hence it is unchecked exception. And this is raised automatically by the JVM whenever an exception occurs while executing the static elements, executing the static blocks or the static variables. Let us see an example here. Here I am taking static variable int I equals to. Here I am giving exception for this variable. Now run this program. Here we'll get an error message. A Java exception has occurred, and we are getting an error, java.lang.exception in initializer error. This is about the exception initializer. These are the some of the JVM exceptions. Thank you.